What's going on, everybody? Thanks so much for joining. Welcome in. It is old guy ADD here. I'm gonna play some Chippendale Rescue Rangers. Oh, I need to take the filter off here. There we go. That way we can see the whole game. I had to put a filter on earlier because I was playing on the Switch. Here we go. Getting stream avatars open. Hey man, I never played this game, but it looks fun. This game is fun. This game is most definitely a fun game. Here we go. All right, let's be Dale today. Dale the garbage pail. All right. Welcome. Thanks for joining. Hello. There's no timer on this game, which is nice. Rate this game 1 to 10 being the best. I thought 1 was the best. Let's see here. I'd give it a fair, solid 8. Because it ain't perfect. 10 being like, 10's like the most, just a perfect game like Mario 3, I'd say an 8's a solid score, like an 8 to an 8.5. Which is still a really solid score. You get a Nintendo game that was an 8 as a kid. Some people might give it a 10. What keeps it from giving a 10, you say? Here's what keeps it from getting a 10. When you get hit in a video game, I feel like you need a second to kind of, get your bearings back. You need a moment of invincibility, kind of like Mario 1. In Mario 1, if you get hit, then you have a few seconds to run through. You have a few seconds to run through an enemy or something and kind of get your bearings back before you can be hit again. In this game, you get hit, once, you can be hit again and again and again directly after. Hello, you're live.
I'm on my way home.
Okay.
Do you want to go to the store together later? I think my debit card isn't home.
You dropped your debit card outside, and luckily I took the trash can out on Monday morning, and it was on the driveway.
You mean today?
Well, I guess no, it was what. Oh, you know what? I don't know. I forget what it was. It was. Wait, what's today? Maybe it was yesterday. Maybe it was yesterday. Yeah, your debit card was outside on the driveway.
Well, that's not Good.
Nope. Gotta be more careful. What's up, Midstar? How you doing, dude? I'll answer your question about Paperboy in just a minute. Man. Let's see here. No, just go ahead and go to the store. Just get the things we need. Just bread and some jelly. And welcome back, Kevin Zayer. Bread and jelly and diapers and what else did I say? Milk. Oh, what else did I say? Milk?
Maybe. You sent me a message, so.
Okay. Yeah, bread, jelly, diapers, and milk. That's really all we need right now.
Sounds good.
Okay. Well, then drive safely. You were at work a long time today.
Yeah. Took me a while. Because I'm going to be training 2 new key holders. And it made my schedule really weird. But, you know, I'm only working 5 days on that schedule. This week I'll have normalish hours for myself, as well as, like, be able to not stress as much, I guess.
All right, good. Well, then I'll see you when you get home from the store, and can't wait till things get shorter days. Till you get shorter days.
Me too. I think I have just a couple short days today, so it's not like this week. So only 4 long days, and yeah, well, we'll see.
All right, sounds good.
All right.
Love you too.
Bye.
Bye. Tell me something new, Midstar. What's up, Kevin? Tell me something new. What do I give Paperboy? Man, that's a tough one. That is a tough one, because Paperboy is going to get a different score depending on like who you are and how good you are at the game. There's people who would give Paperboy like a 3 out of 10 probably. You know, they think it has, you know, terrible gameplay, you know, and the gameplay is rough, to be honest with you, in Paperboy. Yeah, I don't really know on Paperboy, to be honest with you. Because Isometric Games just made a quick supper, spicy chicken patties with and real spicy chicken patties and real fingers. Hell yeah! What'd you do? Did you food process some chicken, or did you use ground chicken? Man. Here we go. Store-bought frozen stuff. Simple. Hey, there you go. Nothing wrong with that. We just had some store-bought chicken tenders too. They were really good. I kind of did the same thing today. I had store-bought chicken nuggets. And then I had some pizza rolls and a peanut butter honey tortilla. I had a very random lunch. The kids had a random lunch too, man. Some days it's just, you know, some days peanut butter is just the easiest snack. Yeah, I gotta think of new shit to eat every day with the kids, so, you know, it can be rough trying to think of meals every day for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I did teach them how to make their own oatmeal, though. Just hot water and then cover it with a paper towel and let the steam cook it, because there's hot water that comes from my coffee maker. And they can just get hot water out of there. A home run frozen pizza? Is that the brand? Interesting. Sounds good. That sounds good. Oh man. Here we go. Midstar says, yo. I'm looking for a nut buried in these boxes. That sounds good, man. Home run pizza. Is it a deep dish? Is it Chicago style? I would imagine if they're based out of Chicago, it's probably a Chicago style pizza, but you know, you never know. I'll ask the dumb question. Because it might not be, you know, not every pizza in Chicago is Chicago style, you know. I'm sure there's a St. Louis style pizza in Chicago somewhere, you know. Do your fat flat. Don't make any promises you can't keep, man. Don't write a check that PP can't cash. There we go. When our cars are paid off again, I'm getting a like a 200cc motorcycle, man. I miss my moped so bad. Thanks for all the support with the likes and the shares. If you haven't hit the like button or the share button yet, please do. Likes and shares, super appreciated. If you really like the show, consider using that star button or that super chat button. Thanks again for joining. Welcome, welcome. Just finished watching the female version of Fight Club called Female Fight Club, starring the wonderful Amy Johnston, who is extremely amazing martial artist, 3rd degree black belt. That's awesome. Nice. That's very cool. What did you guys think of the Game Genie as a kid? You guys like the Game Genie? Hey, fat clad, juggle pickles for fun. You loved your Game Genie, me too. Loved the Game Genie, helped me beat a few games and brought life back to old games. Dude, yeah. You know what game I beat as a kid with Game Genie that I never beat any other way? Was Mega Man 1. I was able to see the end of Mega Man 1 with the Game Genie and the end of Mega Man 3. I just barely got through Mega Man 3, man. Oh my god. Hey, if you wouldn't mind giving my buddy ADD a like and a share, goes a long way. Building in new friendships to hang, new friends to hang out with. Thanks for stopping in. Don't be shy, say hi. Thanks, dude. That is something hard to time out right there. I had issues with Dragon Warrior till the game genie. Yeah, dude, infinite health, man. I never used the game genie. I always had friends that did. My dad was old school. He said, what's the point if you're cheating? I respect that. I respect that. I think one thing that Kevin said that was my argument to my dad about that, because my dad kind of felt the same way, but I was like, well, Dad, I can do new things with old games, you know? That was very true. You know, I have games that I haven't been able to beat that are just too hard for me, and I would be able to beat them with the Game Genie. So, and I'd be able to beat them over and over. So, but I respect that. I hated it. Made all games harder. Yeah. I hear you. The gaming dinosaur. Duh. Gaming dinosaur. Welcome in, man. How you doing? I see duh and I think duh. Like you're telling someone, I know. Sorry, that's just what goes through my head. But I thank you for your genuine comment. You're welcome here. Hope you're having a good one. Thanks for joining. You BS'd. Kicking you. We're playing Jaws after this. Hey, Annie. Annie, Bobanny, Banana, Fana, Fofanny, Bebop, Bobanny, Annie. The shortest level in the game. Badamus Caladamus. Hey, Phil Koufax. 3 more of those and you can pick a game, good sir. 2 hundo stars or $2 super chat. You can pick a Nintendo game after I play Jaws.
Hi Fat Glad, I taught your mum how to fetch and roll over the other day. Sit boo boo, sit good dog rough.
Oh my god. Used the half damage code on Zelda, so Master Sword did less damage. Game Genie made the first challenge runs. That's awesome. Well, if only you'd have known that back in the day. I'm about to play some Civilization on SNES. I love me some Chippendale. Tell me, what do you like about Civilizations? I really never played that game, and I'm asking a genuine question. From someone who doesn't know shit about Civ games, what do you like about it? What's fun about it? And I'm asking that with a genuine heart, good sir. Genuine heart and a smelly fart. I wish the hammer was in the game more. I'm playing Donkey Kong Bonanza as I watch the stream. I'm gonna play that tonight. And tomorrow, I'm only gonna play 2 hours of Bonanza tonight, or 2. Hey, Phil Koufax! Now y'all started a Star Party.
Dang,
Are you
training moms like dogs? Bro, that's the closest you've come to a stable relationship, and she still chewed through the leash to escape.
Oh my god. Alright, y'all, you started a Star Party. Can you do it? Star Party, motherfuckers. Star Party, Star Party. Beans make Phil real farty. Damn. There we go. I'm sure they will. Yeah, it's really fun. Star parties. 3 minutes and 22 seconds left. Thank you, Fat Clap, for the stars, good sir. Appreciate that.
Well, Texas Tech has shown a little bit of everything.
Thank you, Kovacs.
My ship turns purple and smells like rainbow sherbet.
What's the name of that restaurant you like with all the goofy shit on the walls and the mozzarella sticks? You mean Shenanigans? No. What about Shenanigans?
There's a star party going on. Started by Phil and Fat Clap. What's on the menu for dinner? Good question. I have no idea. But I did just have for a late lunch. I had some pizza rolls, some chicken tenders. I actually mixed barbecue sauce and sweet chili sauce from Asian Zhang from Buffalo Wild Wings for my sauce for my wings. We have a star party going on. Thank you, Bill, for getting us 2% completed the star party. Hell yeah. Hey, that's something, brother. Thank you, thank you.
It was a hassle putting that muzzle on Fat Clap's mom. But she is a Saint Bernard, that is. Woof woof. When I take her on her walks, people are honest that she can't stand on her hind legs.
My God. Budget. Easiest boss in video games. Check this out. Done. 58 seconds left on the star party. Not everyone all at once now. Alright, last 3 levels. Let's go. I absolutely love the Zelda series. All the way up to N64. Anything Majora's Mask. I didn't get into anything after Majora's Mask. So you never played Breath of the Wild?
Dang, you're really out here walking my mum like she's a Saint Bernard. Funny, because from what I heard, you're the one who drools, sniffs crotches, and gets excited when the mailman shows up. Only difference is, she got spayed. You're still out here embarrassing the bloodline.
Hey, Jay, Michael Gonzalez says, screw that star party. Holy crap, Jay out of nowhere. Like, dude, seriously, if this was a Superman movie, that would have been Lois Lane falling out the building at the last second. Superman swoops her up. That's how that was, man. Holy crap, Jay. Thank you so much, dude. Good lord. Finishing that Star Party, he's like, screw that Star Party.
You boys like Mexico!
Holy crap, Jay. Thank you so much, Fanta and Phil, for starting that. And good lord.
Incredible.
Thank you, thank you, thank you so much.
This is the coolest thing I have ever seen.
There we go. That deserves to be whole screen. Dude, that was like with 1 second left. Man, good lord, that was awesome.
I'll be back.
How fast can I get in there?
One,
Get these and finish that.
three,
That was a buzzer beater, man.
three.
Good lord. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Do you hear me?
Alright, here we go. I'll fix the star level after this. Very nice, man. Holy crap. How you doing, Jay? Thanks again, dude. I played Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom. Hey! Thank you for that. Hold on just a
Still
second.
out here embarrassing the bloodline like it's a hobby. Man's a walking family disappointment, the kind of guy whose family reunions come with a disclaimer. Grandma won't claim him, the dog won't sit near him, and Ancestry.com flagged his DNA as a public health risk.
Oh my god. Hell yeah, Jay. More Stooges. I actually wanted to make the Nemesis as full screen as possible. Let's do that one more time. There we go. Now it's full screen. Man, there's so many stars with Phil Piccolo. Public Alchemist. You play Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom. I just don't consider those part of the Zelda series, like how they are technically. They are most definitely part of the Zelda series. I mean, realistically, they're no different than the first Zelda game. The first Zelda game, you could run around anywhere, and you had to complete certain things to get the Master Sword. Honestly, it's exactly like the first Zelda game, basically, except for, and honestly, the first Zelda game only had like 9 dungeons anyway, and if you add up all 120 shrines, you get about the size of 9 dungeons. I don't know why people are so hard on Breath of the Wild. Like, freaking Breath of the Wild is amazing, and that game is most definitely, like, you know, the first Zelda game was completely open world. It wasn't like, you know, and so was Viva La Nemesis, so was Zelda, you know, what, Zelda Ocarina of Time. Zelda Ocarina of Time was very much like, you know, go where you want, do what you want. You know, you had to figure out what to do at the same time, but you could do things out of order somewhat, like with, you know, little side quests or whatever. I don't know. Hey, holy crap, thank you again. J. Michael Gonzalez is the Paul Revere today.
To bring back.
Every time he opens his mouth, his ancestors collectively roll over in their graves and unsubscribe from the family tree. He's the experimental breed that got recalled. If disappointment had a face, it'd be Phil's yearbook photo with a try again next life sticker.
In one, you had to go on the raft and you had to get the other things before you could go to areas. Let's see. I mean, that's kind of how Zelda Breath of the Wild is. You have to complete certain things to be able to, you know, in Breath of the Wild, you had to do a quest for Rivali in order to go into the beasts. The beasts were no different than temples. They were just temples in the sky. You know, so you're saying the only difference is there was a prerequisite before you could do the dungeon? There's tons of prerequisites before you can enter the beasts on Breath of the Wild. Unsubscribe from the family tree. Factlet says, love you, Phil. You guys are awesome. Thanks so much again, Jay.
Have a sip of your drink? No. Yes! No.
Yak Back gives you
not
the last
necessarily.
word.
No, you couldn't get in the beasts there. No, that still doesn't make it a Zelda game. That still doesn't make it not a Zelda game. The whole story once again revolves around. I mean, aren't all Zelda games inherently different? So realistically, then you wouldn't consider, what's it called? The GameCube one, Wind Waker. That one takes place primarily on the water. Does that make it not a Zelda game? And I'm just friendly back and forth, but still. I think people are too hard on the Breath of the Wild series. I think it is in every way as much as a Zelda game, and I have beaten the original. Maybe I've only beaten it once, and it was years ago using save states. But I did just recently do a run on Nintendo here a while back, and I've beaten Zelda 2. Beaten Zelda 2 twice. I've beaten Zelda Link to the Past like 3 or 4 times. I've beaten Ocarina of Time. So I have a pretty good idea of how a Zelda game is, and I would say from my perspective, freaking, it's just as much of a Zelda game. I think people are just way too hard on it, to be honest with you. So we are going to level 6. Level 6, good lord. Annie, it took me 4 times of restarting Breath of the Wild. I tell you what, the new DK game teaches me a better understanding of Breath of the Wild. I think I can get around it easier. Yeah, Breath of the Wild is a hard game. I got videos on my channel of every Zelda from the original up to Majora's Mask being beaten that I did. Cool, but that still doesn't make Breath of the Wild not a Zelda game. Those are, But I guess you could say the same thing for me, that my anecdotal experience doesn't make it a Zelda game, and I'm saying it doesn't make it not a Zelda game. You could argue the same thing, I understand. Either way, we each have our own opinion. I'm glad you're here either way. But I definitely think it is a Zelda game for sure. Because anyway, it doesn't matter. But I think people are too hard on it, ultimately, is my point. Yeah, it took me a while to play that game too. Annie, I had to start on the first one. I started on the Wii. The Wii U is when I first played Breath of the Wild, and I had no idea what I was doing. And I thought it was super tough. I think it's so neat. Breath of the Wild is such a neat game. The physics engine is so cool too. And you're still meeting with all the same people too. You're meeting with the Goron. You had to work with the Goron in Ocarina of Time. So I mean, really, it's pretty similar. The thing people not liking Breath of the Wild is because not a Zelda game. Yeah, saying it's not a Zelda game is just weird. You're doing the same exact thing, just in a different way. And you even eventually get the Master Sword, and you have to have enough hearts to get that, just like in the other Zelda games. I agree with you there. I said personally, I don't consider Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom to be in the Zelda realm. That's just my opinion. Hey, that's fair. I mean, I disagree with your opinion, but you're allowed to have your opinion. I think, glad to have you here. Either way, whether you agree or not. I think playing Donkey Kong would help you understand Breath of the Wild more, for sure. Well, there we go. I beat that game in 34 minutes. Yeah, for sure. People argue that there's actual dungeons in Link to the Past and stuff like that, and I wonder, I would have liked to see, what if they took all the shrines, there's 120 shrines, and let's say they shrunk it down to 12 shrines each or 10 shrines each, but each room, what if you had to go through like 10 shrines at one time, and that would be kind of considered one, you know, one dungeon, you know? I don't know, but some of the dungeons I've seen people do some of the dungeons in Link to the Past faster than people do shrines on Breath of the Wild, some of the ones that, you know, take more time. And Link has always had powers, you know. That's one thing that Link has always gotten. Like, he just got the ability to do more and traverse a 3D world better, but Link has always had powers throughout, you know, like the series, like being able to shoot, like being able to shield himself, or you didn't have too much in like being able to jump higher in Zelda 2, or being able to make the earth shake in Link to the Past. I thought the stasis was neat. Like, I think it's so cool to be able to make an ice thing come out of the water. And I don't know. I think it's cool how you still have to go to Zora's domain. You know, you still have to work with Zora in that game. Let's go to Jaws now. Man, it's so hard to believe that how few people are seeing the stream right now. That is just crazy. What is going on, I wonder? That's pretty cool. Yeah, you get it if you want it. That's neat. I'm with you. All right, let's play some Jaws. Actually, let's divert a little bit and play some Super Mario 1 really quick. Just a no death run on Mario 1 to see if that helps the damn algorithm, man, because holy crap. Yeah, that's neat, Cortina. If you want it, sweetie. I feel like there's more than 3 people here right now. Like, I feel like there has to be more than 3 people here right now. And I wonder how we always hit like 20, 30 people at night, but during the daytime, it seems like no one sees my streams. Who knows? Like, we're always at, you know, 10 to 20 people at night on the book. Let's see here. Jay, what you been up to lately, man? Everybody, what you been up to? Here we go. Right, I would imagine people are busy though right now, cooking dinner and stuff, but you can't tell me that only 3 people out of 8,000 people who follow me know that I'm live. There's definitely something up with the algorithm for sure. Let's see here. If you haven't shared yet, give it a share. That might help. You never know. Here we go. Just shared. You rock, Annie. I thought I saw the views go up a little bit. Whoever suggested Chippendale should be fired. I should just know to play Mario first. For some reason, Mario Brothers brings out the algorithm. Thank you, Annie. Annie, Bobani. Who doesn't love Super Mario Brothers? Super Mario Brothers always does bring into people. Yeah, I'd have to play that last. Mario always does. Excellent. Damn. Jay says, hey Annie, did you know Phil Koufax's tears can cure cancer, but he never cries? Wow. Oh, I think I missed a mushroom in the first part. Jay, since you sent so many, god dang it. Let's see here. Real quickly here. Let me check one thing. Batclat and Jay get requests. Every 200 stars gives you a request. So Jay, technically you have like 15 requests right now. We aren't doing house requests, but you have basically as many requests as you want. So if you want to request a game to be played after this and I can play Jaws later, that's up to you. I'm doing a possible no death run right now and I just jinxed myself. Wow. Can you believe that? That was like, if there was ever a jinx in action, that was it. That was a live jinx, y'all. Holy crap. Let's try this again. Another no death run. All right, this time I'm going to keep everything, damn it. One life. Let's go. John Who Knows, welcome in. We're doing star or super chat or bit requests. Only Nintendo games today. Jay has 15 requests. Batclat has 1 request. $2 super chats or $2 in stars. I've beaten this without dying 26 or so times, I think. At the end of the stream today, I am going to end on Facebook and I'm going to do a I'm going to do Contra on YouTube, or I might even do Contra on Facebook at the end. Just because I haven't played Contra in a few days and I could always just clip that out. That's awesome. Let me give the request to viewers who wants them to support the community. I'm trying to do no house requests today. So you have 15 requests. If you want to use them, no worries. If you don't want to use them, then no worries. But if somebody does want a request, they have to send the stars to request it, or send the bits to request it, or send the super chats to request it. So just use your requests, or if you don't want to use them, no worries, good sir. I do apologize. That's what no house requests mean. I'm not being facetious or rude or sarcastic or anything either. I'm just saying that's what I said earlier is no house requests. Because then it just floods with too many requests, unfortunately, Jay. Then I have too many to keep up with. But I did give your giveaway spots away, so I did make those house giveaway spots. But every time I do that, I think it discourages anybody else from requesting. And I won't lie, I'm trying to do star requests to get the stars up. You know what I mean? Damn it! I did the same thing the last time. This month has been a little bit on the slow side, so sometimes I do a star request stream hoping lots of people request and the stars get a bump for the month, you know? I'm just being honest about my intentions. Fuck yeah, you can request Mario too. Absolutely. Absolutely. I will do a 20-minute warp run on that game. How about that? Absolutely. I'll play that directly after this so you don't have to wait. I know you're busy. But I just figured being honest is the best policy, you know? John says, hey Annie, how are you? Little bit of blue left. Man, I could go for some coffee, but I need to unload my automatic, or my reusable K-cup, and it's a pain to empty. I need like a tool to empty it that I can set in the cup that I can wrap in a little paper towel and reuse, like a, almost like a, like the best thing I think would be like maybe like a pen I don't use anymore, or I could do that, I guess. But then I'd have marker, then I have pen marks in there. I was thinking more like a like a stick that you stick through food. What's it called? Oh my god. Give it to Glenn, he'll swallow it down. Jay showed Hulk Hogan the famous leg drop. Jay was the first to do the DDT. Boo, Nintendo sucks. Just kidding, says Jody. I would be willing to do like 1 hour of GTA tonight if anybody wanted to play, but I'm going to play Donkey Kong first. I'm going to try to start tonight at like 10:30 and go till 1, and I'm not going to try to... You guys remember when I was stopping my streams at 1 or so, and I would actually wake up on time? If I go to bed after 2 and I eat at night, I can't get up. But if I don't eat at night and I go to bed at 1, if I stop the stream at 1, I am, for some reason, if I'm up past 2, I'm so tempted to eat. But if it's before 1, I can go to sleep. I can go to sleep without eating. And I don't know what the deal is, but the whole phrase of nothing good happens after 2 a.m. is true. Because with me, nothing good happens after 2 a.m. I eat, I stay up too late, I sleep late the next day, I'm foggy, I'm crabby. But I noticed on the days when I woke up, I was tired sometimes at times, but I was also more alert, I felt like. So I need to just get up. I need to treat this. I'm trying, like, I have it in my brain to treat it like, you know, like I need to be on by 8:30. You know, that's what I need to do. I need to treat it like get in the shower by 7:30, get on by 8:30. I need to be more disciplined on myself, but it's so hard when there's no one to tell you, you know, there's no one above me. I mean, of course, you know, I am, you know, stricken by the rules of the book, but realistically, like, you know, no one tells me to get behind the camera in the morning and do this, or the afternoon and do this, or, you know, I have to motivate myself to do everything, and motivate myself to create the graphic, and motivate myself to do the stream and figure out what to play, and, you know, so, and motivate myself to, you know, sometimes I don't want to stream at night, you know, sometimes I want to just go to bed, but I know that I need to, you know, but yeah, it's hard, so I need to be that hard on myself about getting to sleep. And I've been gauging, you know, like it just, yeah. I need to. Yo, what's up, Kiara? So yeah. Big thanks again, everybody, to all the support. Thank you so much. Jay coming in here, knocking out of the park. Alvin and Fat Clat with the stars. I at least need some water here soon. Glenn doesn't break. Glenn is the Chuck Norris in stream. Nintendo in its peak was unstoppable. Yeah, I believe they had something like 84% of the market at one point, which is ridiculous. But there was, you know, they didn't really have it. Their only competition during the days of the 8-bit wars was just Sega Master System. Oh. I would highly disagree with the fact that they didn't know how to advertise. Their downfall wasn't advertising. Advertising was what got them known. I think you have that fact incorrect. Yeah, I'm sorry. Sega absolutely knows how to advertise. They made a mascot just as popular as Mario by advertising. No, I'm sorry. That's completely incorrect. Genesis does. You tell me they don't know how to advertise when that's the company that thought of Genesis does? You can't do this on Nintendo. Genesis does. 16-bit graphics. You can't do this on Nintendo. Genesis does. Genesis does. Genesis does. Genesis does. Genesis does. Get all your 16-bit graphic games right here on Sega Genesis. Yeah, no, you telling me they don't know how to advertise? I'm sorry, you're incorrect. What did Sega in was the fact that they had more systems out than they could compete with. Oh, well then you need to be more specific then, because you said unfortunately Sega of America didn't have the slightest clue how to advertise. That's a totally different statement than Sega didn't know how to advertise the Master System. That's different. Those are two different sentences. I agree with that. That's a totally different sentence. I get passionate, not angry. Genesis does what Nintendo don't. No, I believe it's when Sega of America, when that one guy, I forget his name, when he took over, things got better, but he didn't know they made big mistakes with the Saturn. Well, my point was the Master System. Yeah, but I still didn't know you were. Yeah, unfortunately, I guess playing a game and having to keep up with two different comment sections makes me a little dense to get your context. Unfortunately, because I didn't know that you were just talking about the Master System when you said Sega of America. So I thought you were talking about Sega of America as a whole, didn't know how to advertise. Anyway, Tom Kalinske, that's right. Sega learned from the Master System and did amazing with the Genesis, that's right. Sega's console downfall was a mix of bad timing, hardware, missteps, poor marketing decisions, and loss of consumer trust. Loss of consumer trust, definitely. Oh yeah, the Saturn was unfortunately a joke. Saturn was not a joke. No, it was not. No. Saturn was not a joke. It was a misstep, but not a joke. Saturn has some great games, dude. I'm a huge fan of Saturn and a huge collector of Saturn. No, Saturn was far from a joke. Saturn... It's amazing that they did what they did with the hardware they had, because the system itself was not meant to be a 3D machine. The system was created to be a 2D powerhouse
Like, that's what they were creating the Sega Saturn for, was to be the most powerful. Well, then you're really bad at saying things. The Saturn was the Saturn wasn't very well marketed, but also the thing that killed the Saturn was the fact that they released it many months early when it was meant to be released in like November, and they surprise released it in May, and they lost the retailer KB Toys and other retailers because they suddenly dropped a console that only had 60,000 units available. Saturn's biggest success was Virtua Fighter. Yeah, Saturn was huge in Japan. If Sega could have forgot the 32X and put everything into the Saturn, gaming would be forever changed. I agree with that. I love the 32X, but the 32X was unfortunately probably something that shouldn't have made it to market. That should have stayed a prototype, most definitely. Did you all know, though, that they had started prepping the 32X long before the 32X was out? Did you guys know that Sega released the kart Virtua Racing for the Sega Genesis, and it was a $100 kart? Did anyone play Virtua Racing on the Sega Genesis? And it was really big and weird. I loved the 32X also. The kart for the Sega Genesis Virtua Racing was really big and weird. Well, that's because that was a 32X cartridge, but it had the 32X hardware built into the cartridge itself, and they had two other games planned. They had Virtua Fighter and something else planned to just run off this built-in hardware, kind of like the FX chip, but they did a test with that game and it was like $100 and no one bought it. So they were like, well, maybe people have a hard time buying, you know, a game for $100, but what if they bought a separate piece of hardware and then bought the games for like $60? That would be more manageable for people. So that's why they came out with the 32X, because they tried to start releasing the 32X long before in cartridge form, and that failed, unfortunately, with Virtua Racing. I think that they would have picked Virtua Fighter, though, as their first game, because not enough people gave a shit about Virtua Racing. I think they should have started with Virtua Fighter, and that would have changed that whole thing, and we might have never seen the 32X. So it should have started there with a better decision of what game to release to everyone. Virtua Fighter was way more palpable for everyone rather than Virtua Racing, because not everybody's into racing games, but more people absolutely play fighting games than racing games. Let's see here. I personally think they are a better company they're a much better company as like a third party company, but Dreamcast was amazing too. I did love the 32X for sure. Saturn's biggest success was Virtua Fighter. Yeah, the 32X was unfortunately, you know, if you lived through that time, that was a fantastic time to be a gamer, because there was so much experimentation growing on. Like that was the golden age of gaming. Yeah, my first game for 32X was Mortal Kombat 2. All right, we're going to do a warp run of this game. And Jay, who should I use? I'll never forget when the Saturn came out. I went over to a buddy's house. I was probably, let's see, I saw Virtua Fighter. My brain exploded. Yeah, dude, oh my God, seriously. I played Virtua Fighter at a buddy's house too, because they had that triple pack. I personally think they are a better company now, with what they're doing versus now. Yeah, they're a much better third-party company. Jay said, "Be Luigi." All right, a Luigi warp run. Let's go. Spider-Man was my first 32X game, dude. You know that was the last 32X game ever made. Spider-Man: Web of Fire, and that game is super rare now. Like that is the rarest 32X game. I saw that game at Best Buy one time, and I wish I would have got it. That's like the coveted 32X game. Yeah, we always had certain games. Friends would have different games. It was all roaming around to everyone's house, getting to play everything. Yes. You still have it to this day. You are so lucky. I am so envious of that, man. That's awesome though. Like, happy for you. That's really cool, but at the same time, it's like, man, that is a game I've always wanted in my collection. But now it wouldn't be worth getting now. Too expensive. It's unfortunately, and I'm not trying to like dog on it by any means, but it just wasn't a very good game, unfortunately. But it was a neat concept. They also had an X-Men game planned. I once dated a girl in the middle of school only for her Dreamcast. You're so funny. That's funny. In the 90s, yes. What? No. A guy at Game Exchange tried to give me $300 for it. Is it worth more than that now? No, the bastard. The late 80s and 90s were a special time in gaming. Yeah, they were. We had a game exchange. I'm not going to say where I am, but we had a game exchange around here for a while. I was offered $500 for my Jaguar CD in the box, and I laughed. Yeah, that is not... Yeah, you have a small fortune with that thing. That's incredible. Holy crap. Wow. You have a Jaguar CD in the box? God dang. Talk about like one of the most coveted like things to have. Oh no! In a game collection. I'm so bad with Luigi. At work, I put on Just Dance for my seniors. Oh, that's such a good idea, Jay. You know, they're lucky to have you, buddy. That's so awesome. Yeah, that game was amazing growing up. I have that game now. I do have a regular Jaguar, but I will probably never own a Jaguar CD. That's crazy. You know, Fat Clat, one thing I wish the Super Console X had on it was the CDI. The CDI and Hotel Mario, man. Man, that's so cool, Jay. You got lucky with yours? Dude, that's great. I got lucky with my Jaguar, I get it. I went to a truck and trade for my Jaguar, which was really cool. There was a game store around me a while back that would have these things called truck and trades, and basically people would come, open their trunk. Hold on, guys, I'll be right back.
got a poopy butt. You got a poopy butt. You got a poopy butt. Yeah. 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 Poopy. Poopy. Why you gotta be so poopy? Why you gotta be so poopy? You got a big old poopy butt, big old poopy butt. Changing that diaper now, big old poopy butt. Changing that diaper now. Fat Flat's face looks like a poopy diaper. Why you gotta be so poopy? Don't you know I'm poopy too? He says I'm gonna fill that diaper anyway. Eli is poopy, 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 poop. Eli is poopy, poopy, poop, poopy, poop. Why you gotta be so poopy, poopy? Poopy. Oh, the diaper broke. Shit biscuits. Hey, spank you. My name is
ADD,
Eli.
now I understand why
Fill
Phil
the
wants to
diapers
sniff
to
my
the
face.
top 'cause I eat
Didn't
a
know it
lot.
was poopy.
Put on some shorts. Short. Okay. Shoot. 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 You want a new shirt? Let's get a new shirt on you. Put your arms in the hole. Put your arm there. And put your arm there. And let's go say hi. Let's go say hi to everybody. Hey, Fat Flat. Can you say hello? Oh, here, let go of that. Oh, there we go. There we go. Eli, look. Can you say hi? Are those lights all pretty? We have a spinny light in here. I do. You see that? Look at the camera right there. Can you say hello? Can you say hello? Not quite. Not quite. Not quite. Speaking of Super Consoles, does the file for your GameCube work? Yeah, you got to use Dolphin. You ready to go play again? You ready to go play? He has a great laugh. One of the many ADD clones running around. Yep. Oh my god. Oh my god. One, two, three. I'm hitting the shelf. All right, let's go play again. Hey, dude, have a good one. Take care, Jay. I have to get out of my seat a lot during the daytime stream shifts. Daytime streams. Thanks for waiting. I would have guessed a good majority of people would have left, unfortunately, during that. Shit, I did not mean to put that down like that. Crap. Can I go out and go back in and get that again? We'll see. So, Jay, you're out of here? Okay. Have a good one, buddy. All right, well, I'm going to move on to Jaws then. Have a good one, Jay. I was only playing Mario 2 as a request, but if Jay's leaving, then I'm going to go ahead and move on. But if anybody does want to request, Batclat, you have a request. $200 stars or $2 in super chats will get you a request on Nintendo. And if not, I'll just play random games. Stick around, you might see something you like. But if there's something specific that you want to see you later, Jay, says Alvin, or says Phil. Have Alvin on the brain. You were watching Jaws the movie a bit yesterday? Dude, how long has it been since I talked to Cortina now? You saw Jaws the other day, Jaws 1 and 2 the other day? Adam came in at the beginning of the stream, but I think he just came in real quick and said yo and skedaddled. But either way, it was good to have him in here. Hold on, everybody. All right, here we go. Oh, man. Backlat, let me know if you think of a request, brother. I was hoping that would come this way. There we go. Alright, my character's seen some things. He's got some crabs. Crabs make you faster. I never saw Jaws as a kid. No, damn it. No. Let's try that one more time. Oh, Fatclat wants Dino Wars? I didn't see that. I'm sorry. Yeah, Dino Wars is great. Did I miss that comment? Let me go back. Saw a Jaguar CD on eBay for $700. Pretty good deal, says Fatclad. Don't know why I'm missing your comments, Clad. I'm sorry, dude. Again, I stand by original comment and their downfall. See, I saw those comments. I personally think they're a better company now versus, yeah, I saw that comment, but I just missed your next few comments, man. Sorry about that. Probably might have been when I had to get up. Who knows? I've been having to get up a lot this stream. Oh. I always feel bad missing comments. I don't mean to. Sometimes they just go by so quickly. Here we go. All right. We have 6 shells, and we have more than we did before, and I'm further than I was before in no time at all, it seems. Jose, welcome in. Not even trying to fight Jaws right now because I haven't built up my character at all. Michael Hanukkah. Damn, I'm late. My nap lasted longer than I wanted it to. I learned the other day that 20 minutes is like the perfect time for a nap, even if you just close your eyes, but 90 minutes will get you a full sleep cycle. But also, one of the reasons why we wake up groggy is because we wake up in the middle of a sleep cycle, and that'll keep you groggy. I should have got out of bed this morning, like right. I woke up at. I wake up every day when my alarm goes off, but I just think about it this morning, and I'm like, man, I'm gonna just lay down until like 8 o'clock, and I did. I laid down, and I saw the clock was 8:30, and I thought about getting up. And then before I could even finish the thought about thinking about getting up, I was asleep again and woke up and it was 10:30 or 10 o'clock. And I just keep it, but it's because I ate last night, man. When I eat at night, I just feel it in the morning. I wake up with a full stomach and I still feel just, I'm getting so tired of eating. And even though I love the food at night, I'm getting so tired of the way that I feel in the morning. Yeah, man. I felt that way today.
So I'm gonna try to get off the stream tonight at 10:30, or not 1 o'clock, 1 a.m. I'm gonna start at 10:30. Here we go. Oh, this way. Hello there. Oh, I already went. What the hell? That's neat. Let's see here. Where is... Hey, Phil, I love the smell of Glenn and his shaved legs. Benjamin, oh my god.
Almost done.
You just finished a cup of coffee? Man, I want a cup of coffee. I need a second or third, damn, reusable K-cup, I think. Had chicken tenders, but we'll probably all be hungry in a little bit. A snack. Oh man. All right.
Lucas keeps getting in the kitchen sink to play with water.
Oh no.
Anybody else have that problem where their kid keeps getting into a sink to play with water? Or used to?
Who did that? Did you see that?
No. No, I didn't see that loud noise. Yes, I did. That was...
Already.
Well, who's letting him get close enough to do that? Yeah, but you let him reach it. Okay, no. Well, maybe you should unplug it and fish it through the back so there's not a cord there. I'll do that later for you if you clean up around your... Hey, Glenn,
Hi,
the
Glenn,
flake,
that didn't show up for GTA last night. Pause. I was crying in my safe space, rolling on the floor, laughing emoji.
What's up, Glenn?
Hey, Phil. Oh my god. Teach them to wash dishes.
I'm about to with Owen and Tabby. They're getting tall enough. They'd probably just need a little step stool. I'd pay him allowance for it, I guess, you know. I think that'd be worth it.
Did you guys see the Marine Corps photos I posted in Discord? My battle buddy I sent me 3 photos. One of me, no,
That's crazy. Man, I forgot which way to go. Which pier did I get last time, guys? The right or the left? Okay. I will scroll up to find them. Better not be any feet pics. That was really close to being... I was really close to being hit by that. Step stool. Glenn needs a step stool to get into his bed. Oh my god. Hey, Mikey Hanukkah. Alright, I have so many shells now. Damn. Seriously. Wish sometimes you could turn off the random battles on this game for a minute if you wanted to. Maybe if I just don't attack anything. Thank you again, Phil. Okay. Oh, cool. I picked the right one. Thank you so much, man.
It's Blowhole 1995. This is Sally Vacuum reporting from
Getting
the
us really
outskirts.
close to level 6. Level 6, because Phil loves... the Dixie Chicks. Dixie Blue was a nice lady, although she married a guy named Tom Recht, and her life was never the same. What's up, Jason? How you doing? Is that Jaws? Yes. Sure enough, he is. Oh, man. Hey, Brother Voss. Hope everything's doing well. Which side do I need to go to? I think it's the left. Damn it, Jaws. These levels are the toughest, man. Thank you for the follow. Seriously. So many freaking random battles, man. Who did we have playing GTA last night? It was Phil, Ray, and who else? Jody. It was like a whole different bunch of people, but the night before we had Fat Clat and Phil playing. That was really fun too. That was cool that Ray joined last night. Sniping Ray. I've gotten pretty good with the sniper rifle. I do love those moments when we're all unaliving each other. I think it's so fun. Closest I get to playing like a deathmatch game. Is that right? He has a deep little voice. Hey, I found Waldo. They're looking for me. Everybody's looking for Waldo. Don't check by the Waldo. Hi, buddy.
We will follow, but they don't follow.
Yeah. That was so close.
Holy biscuits of shit. That was a funny crab. Hey, thank you. No, it's shells. But that would be funny, Josh. Be no different than Zelda collecting the Koroks, the poopy Koroks.
When Glenn goes to the bar and orders a drink, he tells the bartender 1 cocktail please, but hold the tail. Glenn tells his butcher 10 pounds of the skin with extra skin. P.S. Glenn smells.
Cocktail please, but hold the tail.
Oh my gosh.
That's Cortina's favorite order. Oh my god, if there was any stage I was gonna unalive on, it would probably be this one. No, my gosh! Fine, Jaws, you want to do this here? My gosh. Alright, Jaws, that's it. I'm tired of your shit. He's just like not even crying. He's just like expressing his agitation towards something. It's hilarious.
Trying to move your chair. Yeah. Mostly up.
You are? Nice.
I just have a sore meeting in the evening. Hey, weevils wobble, but they don't fall down, buddy.
Mama's got him. Hi, Bubba's. Hey. Do. Do. I do. Hey, I think you should do some videos on YouTube where you just sit in front of the camera and do your makeup. Because I saw a lady the other night get $700 in super chats sitting there just doing her makeup.
Probably good at it.
Doesn't matter if you're good at it or not. You can get good at it by doing it. That doesn't matter. Don't wait till you're good at it. You'll never do it. Seriously. It could get great views. I really, really, really think you should try it.
Good singer.
And just do it on your phone.
How do you that he sent me his Switch?
Yes.
It's outside.
Oh, is it? Okay. Did he send like the part too? Or you just gotta figure out what part it is and he'll pay for that?
Probably.
Yeah, not even a makeup tutorial. Just I would just say not a tutorial. Just
like just talking to the camera while doing it. I honestly think it would do really well. ADD should what? You are though. Cortina said she's not pretty. That's false. That's just her fishing for a compliment. Or being lack of very insecure, which is a shame. Anyway. She doesn't think she's pretty enough. That's false. Anyway. Yeah, for real. And there aren't just girls who watch that. A lot of guys go in there and watch it. That's the thing, is she'd probably get a lot of simpy dudes who watch, you know? No, that's not what I'm suggesting at all. I just think she'd be good at the YouTube just talking to the camera streams and that's something to do while talking to the camera, something people can talk about. You know, it's just I don't know. It's worth a shot. Simpy dude money is fat currency, right? Yeah, she's great at streaming for sure. But I think sitting there talking to the camera streams would do really well, honestly. I personally need to do more of those too, just not makeup. I just don't have, it's just time. I can't get away for very long at a time. Oh, I don't know if that's true, Josh. No, I think girls would probably like her content too, to be honest. Come on now. What's up, Eric Winters? How you doing, man? Come on now. Swim straight, damn it. Jaw's been stepping back on Grandpa Jaw's old cough syrup. Oh my gosh. There we go, finally. Third try's charm. That was risky. Do it directly after. All right, y'all. Well, it's 6:45. G to the G. What an awesome stream, though. Beating Jaws at the end of the stream. I'm happy with that. Sure, but I don't think she's a girls see her as a threat or anything like that. You know. But anyway, but you're very kind, Josh. Let's see here. So big thanks again to the stars from Bill Koufax with 2 hundo stars, Fat Clat with 3 hundo, J. Michael Gonzalez with 3,000 stars. Thank you so much. Is there anything? If there's anything I could play tomorrow, Josh or Fat Clat, if you couldn't think of anything today, you can always let me know and I can add a game into the mix tomorrow. I'm gonna go ahead and end on Twitch. Take it easy. I'm gonna end on YouTube here as soon as the music's over. All right, take it easy on YouTube. Have a good one, Mikey. Take care, everyone.